Hello kids, today we are going to see the other half of the first lesson. The content we are going to see today is what is germination and the dispersal of seeds. First, what is a germination? The process that deals with the growth of baby plant from the seed is the germination and other seedling. Seedling is nothing but the growth of baby plant. So what is the germination? Germination is a process that deals with the growth of baby plants. Okay. Now we will discuss the detailed view of the germination. So first what will happen? First the seeds will start to take in water. Where it will take the water? In the first video itself I have told you about the seeds and have shown you the small hole that is present above the scar, right? So the water will be taken in through the scar. As the water is taken in, the seed starts to swell and bigger until the coat splits apart. So after that what will happen? When the seed coat starts to split apart, the seeds can now grow, now get the enough air. So the oxygen in the air helps the baby plant to burn the food packed inside the seed. So what happens while burning the food itself? They start to prepare the produce energy. Now baby plants uses this energy to grow. And how it will grow? First, the tiny root grows downwards and the shoot begins to grow upwards. So what's the first? They've given in the have given in the diagram itself, right? So first the root starts to grow, then the shoot starts to grow. So the plants that are present above the soil layer is the shoot system, and the plant that is present below the roots plant is the root system. Okay. So next is the dispersal of seeds. This topic is very important. Okay, so listen carefully. Just imagine, okay, just imagine. Suppose all the seeds from a plant fell on the ground near the plant itself. What will happen? All the seeds that fall near the plant, if it starts to grow, what will happen? There will be so many crowdings, right? Well, will the plant grow into a healthy tree? No, because they will not get the enough space, air, water, minerals, and sunlight. So, if it lacks all these conditions, will they become a healthy big tree? No. To avoid that, nature itself has provided a very good process, that is the scattering of seeds. So, there are actually three agents which will help the trees to scatter their food. They will act as an agent like wind, water, and animals. So first we'll discuss about the wind. See, the seeds that are scattered by the winds are usually small and light. Why is it? Because it will help them to easily fly. Okay. Example: dandelion and cotton seeds have long fair hair surrounding them. This makes them to easily carry the seeds away. And some seeds like maple and drumsticks have wings attached to them which helps them to float in the air. See, I've given the four pictures. First is the dandelion. See the fine hair that is present in the dandelion seed which will help them to fly easily. And below it's maple seed and it has a wings. And the next dispersal is the water. So plants such as the water lily, lotus and coconut will grow in or near the water. Seeds of such plants are usually dispersed by water, and these have fruits and seeds that can float in water. See, the coconut is like it's near the water, and you can see the coconut fruit that is floating in the water. The coconut fruit has hair trapped in between its husk. So, what is a husk? Husk is nothing but the dry outer coverings of the fruit. This makes it light and easy to float. Water carries these fruits and seeds to far off places. And the next is the very important thing, that is dispersal by animals. Not only animals, actually birds also will help the seeds to get dispersed. When we eat, even also us also, when we eat fruits like mango, papaya, cherry and guava, we throw all the seeds away. These seeds are thus dispersed. Sometimes birds and other animals eat the seeds along with the fruits. The seeds are very small and hard, and they come out of the bird's body as waste, ready to grow. Seeds of guava and berries are dispersed in this way. So, the seeds of the berries and the guavas are dispersed by the birds in such ways. Another thing is, some seeds will have stiff hair, spines, or hook, which will be attached to the clothes or the skin. So, uh, they are carried long distance. Some fruits and seeds have special hook like structures that cling to the fur or the skin of the animals. Such seeds are also called burrs. So, see, I've given a hook like thing in the last thing, right? Okay. So, next is the fruits that explode and will spread the seeds. First is like balsam, peas, geranium, and the touch me not burst open or explode when they are dry. The seeds are scattered far away from the plant by their explosion. Okay, so first is the touch me not, and the next is the pea seeds. The example that I've given in the pictures. And next is the plants from afar. Just imagine if there is no scattering of seed is there. See, humans now I'll explain you one thing. Humans have been a great agents of dispersal since ancient time. Why is it? Because the tomatoes, potatoes, and green chilies came from South America. Like those people scattered from South America and came just planted the seeds here. That's how we get the tomatoes, potatoes, and green chilies. Likewise, the coffee seeds and ladies' fingers comes from Africa, and Europe we get the peas. So, and I hope you understood everything clearly. And next, I want you guys to just plant a seed and you check the germination. Okay, you what you have to do is weekly once you check the plant and write a report on the topic of germination, the process of germination.